Hey YouTube. For many, Master Rank is the Mount Everest of Street Fighter. A crowning achievement only accessible after hours of training. For some, it's a goal only achievable in their wildest dreams. For others, it's no more challenging than a walk in the park. Some would say that caring about your rank is superficial, but Master Rank is more than just a small JPEG. It's a feat that only a small percentage of gamers will ever achieve. But today, I'm going to lift the veil on Master Rank and show you how you too can climb the ranks and become a master yourself. The first step is to pick a character you like. It's important to find a character that resonates with you. Maybe you like their sense of style, or maybe their moves seem really strong. Some people choose a character because other people told them they're really good. Ultimately, the character you choose doesn't matter, as long as you're happy with your choice. It's common to spend some time learning combos and becoming familiar with the character's toolset. Character is only as good as the player who pilots them, so it's important to become very comfortable with what they're capable of. Learn their strongest moves and how you can combine them to develop a strong offense. It's good to get creative and come up with powerful combos that you can practice for hours until you can hit them 100% of the time. Once you've learned some combos and are comfortable with your character's moves, it's time to head to training mode. This is where you'll develop your reactions. Spend some time practicing anti-airs, responding to drive impact, attacking throws, and punishing your opponent's whiffed moves. After a few hours, you should be warmed up and ready to take on some real opponents. Head to Ranked and see if all your hard work has paid off. After a few games, you should get a pretty good understanding of how good you are with your character. It's really common to overestimate your competence and return to training mode to further hone your skills. Don't be afraid to try out some other characters if the one you chose doesn't suit your playstyle. Sometimes starting fresh can help you overcome previous limitations. This is the general gameplay loop you'll engage in for the rest of your journey to Master Rank. You'll learn some interesting stuff online from players who are much better than you, spend multiple hours in training mode until you're confident in what you learned, then head on to Ranked and test it out on some real opponents. Try not to feel discouraged if you don't see yourself making the progress you initially expected. Just keep getting back on that horse. Just keep grinding. You'll get there. Eventually. You might even start to feel a sense of despair. Like the 100 hours you dedicated to this game were for nothing. Like you'll never be able to get that time back, and you think of all the ways you could have spent that time better. You start to remember the friends and family you neglected while you trained to become master in Street Fighter. You think about what the sun feels like on your skin and how the wind feels in your hair. You start to imagine a time before Street Fighter. Until you finally accept that maybe becoming master isn't that important after all. And you remember why you started playing Street Fighter in the first place. Just because it was fun. And maybe one day you'll reach Master Rank, or maybe you won't. But that's okay, because when you look back at how far you've come, you realize that you've improved a lot, and that makes you feel almost as good as reaching Master Rank would have.